Greetings. I am Raphael. You're receiving this work as we have made an agreement and a promise to deliver this unconditional support in the time of awakening of mankind, and assistance provided to support you in your individual as well as collective journey through the Ascension process. This is an important time, a critical time for human consciousness and its evolution. You are part of this evolution. Your individual evolution will be the key element to the evolution of the collective. As you continue to grow, as you continue to realize as an individual the effect of your growth will impact all those around you and the collective. Some of you have started this journey consciously. Some of you have been moved and forced to start this journey ahead of many others. This indeed was also a choice that you have made before you have arrived in this human incarnation. Some of you have chosen specifically to be part of this particular time in human existence, to be in service, and to be part of this critical evolutionary step. Our support for you is unconditional. It is independent of your beliefs. It is independent of your rituals and choices of your life that you have made. It is even independent of the choices you have made as a soul in many lifetimes before. Everyone on this plane will receive this work equally. Your personal desire to grow and evolve will be the driving force to make this work even more effective. Your continued surrender, and development, your continued observation of your thoughts and emotions, of the relationships that you have created in your life, and the closure, completion of certain learnings is an important aspect of this realization journey. you will receive this work, and this work will impact your life. It will impact all those around you. It will impact the collective that you are part of. All choices that you will make will be impacted by the work that you will receive. Therefore, the importance that this work carries for us is beyond the measure of value. Thank you for receiving, for opening your minds and hearts. You will continue to receive as a result of this work. The connection established will be present in your life as long as you desire. This will be a gift that will continue to give. Greetings. My name is Emanuel. This process of awakening within the human form was designed for a specific and particular time in human evolution, the evolution of consciousness. This in particular design was meant to allow the individual to achieve higher states of realizations and higher states of consciousness within the human form. Your experience today resembles parts of this design. And many other experiences will follow. This is not unique to you. It is part of the human experience. The power that lies within the human form for consciousness to fully realize all aspects of its existence. You have received this work partially due to your readiness to receive in the first place, partially due to your ability to hold the change that is imminent on this plane. As you come into states of realization, you will understand the aspects of service beyond the journey of the self. while your individual growth serves the collective as well. Your assistance to those around you, assistance to those within the collective that are challenged in this process of awakening. Assistance to those that have not seen light in a long time. The pure unconditional love of creation. A glimpse of which you have felt today. You are capable to hold, to transfer, and to be a conduit to much more of this particular energy, an energy that derives from the source of all creation, an energy that permeates through all of existence across all dimensions, all planes of consciousness, equally receiving. Your ability to receive is no exception to this. As you develop to understand the aspects of a vessel of this divine love, you understand the power that is within your vessel, the power that is within you to hold this unconditional love of creation, the limitless capacity of your heart, the limitless capacity of your body, your mind, and the wide ranges of your field. Life as you know it is about to change, not just for you, but for all of humanity. The changes you have seen so far will accelerate, and you will be witness to the biggest changes on the human plane since its creation. Throughout this time of change, many will suffer. Many will be challenged. And you, in your accelerated path of awakening will be able to rely on the strongest aspect of your being, the core of your existence, the strength of your presence, the purity of your being. This will allow you to weather through all the challenges this plane will receive. Challenges that cannot be omitted, and challenges that can only be received with inner alignment and alignment within the collective. Challenges that will transmute to become the energy to lift you into a new plane of existence, a higher plane of consciousness, a new reality for you to thrive and find new experiences and lessons. This is the beginning of the final chapter of humanity, and you have chosen to be part of this change and time. You have chosen to go through the awakening process earlier and faster than others. And truly, to be part of the assisting network of individuals across the plane. Souls that have lived many lifetimes of service on this plane and many other planes. You truly have devoted many lifetimes to the growth and evolution of consciousness. And here you are once again, striving for the awakening, the realizations necessary to fully embody the potential of your existence. So close, and yet eternally far. This process cannot be comprehended with the mind, nor with the heart. Each step will be received with the readiness that you display, with your being and the quality of your presence. You will surrender to each of these steps as they open up in front of you. you will receive the powers that will unfold within your heart with grace. And you will share unconditionally, without discrimination and judgment, as these powers and the energies that you will become a vessel to are not yours. You are the conduit of a greater power that has arrived on this plane, a power that will assist human consciousness to rise. Thank you for listening to my words, and thank you for the process you have started for yourself and for all those around you. I will now answer some of your questions. The process of ascension clearly will separate souls that achieve a certain frequency and souls that don't. Those that will not achieve this frequency will return to the origin of all existence, the source of all existence. The experiences of these souls will remain as imprints of learning and growth for the collective to continue to receive. The new plane of existence has requirements beyond this plane of existence, requirements of high frequencies, as it will serve a different perspective and different learnings, as well as access to higher planes of consciousness that only can be achieved once these frequencies hold consistently. The work that is required for all souls in this plane is to be done now. Once the ascension process is complete, there will be nothing that you can do for those that have not achieved that level of frequency and realization. Many souls will be carried by those that have moved through this process faster and hold a frequency that can carry many others around them. Your increased frequency will assist those around you to lift, and you will rise as a collective. Yet this process carries also the possibility to fall as a collective, as only very few individuals have truly made this self-realization journey alone. It truly is designed for the collective to embark on and to complete. This is one of the reasons of our assistance in this current time. Thank you for your question. Our existence and reality surpasses the ability to communicate within this framework of language. I will give you some perspective, though it may not be complete. Our existence is the result of billions of years of your reality. The evolution from material existence into higher planes of existence without material presence, yet always carrying a connection to the material planes, has allowed us to continuously explore consciousness in its various forms in different planes and the far corners of the universes. We have explored consciousness in material and in non-material forms. We have observed and we have learned. We have understood from our perspectives and observations how consciousness continues to expand in various forms. And we have committed our existence at this current time to assisting consciousness in its growth, expansion, and evolution. In our existence, other forms of consciousness that have reached similar heights and frequencies have agreed to serve together or in their own ways. Human consciousness is and has been a recipient of these agreements of higher consciousness. Our support to grow and to evolve human consciousness to this point has always been, even before human consciousness was seeded. There is an aspect where consciousness must grow and evolve by its own doing, an organic growth that cannot be the result of another consciousness's intention or direction. Therefore, our interventions have been limited and specific to none. Intervention limited in the manipulation and direction. Experiences that human consciousness must make by itself, learnings and realizations it must come to by itself. similar to the way we have come to certain realizations on our own, and similar to the assistance that we have received in our own evolution. Many planes above, we exist, yet continuously we observe many planes below. We support in the ways we can, and at certain times we may choose to exist in lower planes for a brief period, just as I have chosen to incarnate in human form many times before, to understand the human experience in its full extent. And truly only through the experience of a specific form can consciousness understand the experience itself. I thank you for your question. Different levels, forms of consciousness are separated by the frequencies and the levels of frequencies they have reached. The highest frequency is the frequency of the source of all existence, in which consciousness dissolves into its purest form, unaware of its existence. Many forms of consciousness can coexist in the same frequency. They may have arrived at this place and plane in their own way, unique to their own evolution, a unique path that has served them to achieve that state. Some with the assistance of higher forms of consciousness, some without assistance at all. Different forms of assistance have served consciousness to break through levels of evolution, similar to the evolutionary step that human consciousness is currently going through. The evolution from non-material to material to non-material existence is a critical moment of change, as the material plane allows for the experience of separation and individual identity. Higher planes of non-material existence allow for experience of the collective and experience of individuality consistently in flow, back and forth. Consciousness can experience separation and unity. In the human form, union and unity is a journey to be explored within a lifetime. Separation, almost consistent. You will find that this experience of unity, the understanding that you truly never were separate in the first place, that separation is a temporary illusion for greater learnings. Many planes of existence are an observation of human consciousness evolution. And your evolution will serve many other planes. As your rise in frequency will provide a lift and uplift to many other forms of consciousness in the higher planes, and will assist in the evolution of all consciousness. You see, even from the perspective of consciousness, we truly are never separated. Even though we may perceive ourselves unique, and the way we have existed and arrived, we all have emerged from the source of all creation, and we will eventually all return into the source of all creation. Thank you for your question. The perspective of time is deemed to change, yet time itself remains the same. Your perspectives are connected to your perception. Your perception is connected to the frequency at which your consciousness operates. And as these frequencies and the surrounding energies change on this plane, your perception changes of reality. Perspectives of time may seem faster. Perspectives of time may seem eternal or stand still. Within these experiences, the importance of learnings and growth does not change. The change of perception of time will not change your ability to learn. It will allow for the release of limitations within perspective, limitations of the mind, and limitations of the heart, limitations of understanding of yourself and perception of your relationships. All elements of your reality that are connected to your perception of time including aspects of birth and death, including aspects of the past and the future. Most importantly, in the aspects of your presence, the perceptions of the moment, the power that lies within no time, the experience of the single most important moment of your existence. Elements of your life will be perceived as synchronous. During this time of change, accelerated learning is provided to you. Accelerated learning will provide for realizations that will provide for evolution of the individual and the collective. These realizations are supported by these synchronous experiences, as you may perceive. Yet truly, they're guided experiences, and your awareness has increased to perceive them as more than just random. Can you surrender to these experiences and receive the potential of learning and growth, the potential of realizations that lie within these accelerated moments of learning? You may call these moments signs. You may call them opportunities. You may perceive them as odd or challenging, overwhelming. And truly, they are meant to be a gift to you and the human collective on this path of awakening. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
The time of this change will provide for the change within you. The changes outside will be the fuel for the changes inside. Will you take the time necessary, the space necessary to complete these learnings inside, to continuously align within, to continuously align with all your relationships? Will you be present for yourself as the part of you that you cannot comprehend, desires to realize in the human form? These are aspects of your being that require and truly surrender. aspects that are beyond the mind and the heart. You are truly the master of your life and the master of this process. We are solely assistants in your evolution. May this journey unfold in the most significant way for you and the collective. May you receive the blessings at each step of the way, and may you truly cherish the human form in its material experience with every moment that is provided to you. Thank you for receiving this work and listening to my words.